Postal rates are going up in January of 2019. PSA has announced that they're going to increase prices on some of their submissions. Some T206 cards were found that were certified to have some fake autographs. Also, a guy cleaning out a house finds a hoard of cards, including a 52 Topps Mickey Mantle, and I am going to give my votes for the ugliest autograph and the ugliest card for 2018. It's been well over a month. Thank you guys for holding on, but let's finally get into Around the Hobby. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Around the Hobby. It's been well over a month and I have to apologize. First, I have to apologize for this echo because I'm in my office. There is nothing hung up yet. That is coming soon. I'm going to do a video when I'm doing that because I'm going to show a few people how I protect everything that's on the walls in this office from UV light. But that's another thing. But the echo in here is just going to have to be what it is. I'm sorry about it, but I'll try to change it. Also, I want to thank everybody for holding on. I know it's been over a month, but to be honest with you, things have been really slow in the hobby. A few products did come out, but it's actually been really slow for news, which is kind of a good thing, but it's also kind of a bad thing because it doesn't leave me anything to report. Anyway, let's roll on into this and get into some shout outs. First shout out is coming from Rick Osborne, Snoop. Awesome info as always. Thanks for all the time you put into these videos. Until next time, keep collecting. Thank you, Rick, for the comment. And I actually need to slow down because of the holiday season. I'm spending a little bit too much money and I need to focus other money on Christmas gifts. Next is from Rob Sports Cards. How have I never seen this channel? I feel robbed of my hobby experience life. Great video. Thanks, Rob. Hey man, tell other collectors you know about the video. I'm trying to really get the name out. There's a few things I want to do because I am going to go to nationals national. There's a few things that I want to do there, and I'm working with some people, and enjoy it. I do this for the fun of it and to help other collectors out, just to know what's going on. Next is from Vintage Sports Cards. Thank you, Snoop, for everything you do to keep this community up to date. I nominate Around the Hobby for an Emmy. Thank you, Vintage Sports Cards, but an Emmy, I don't know about that. Anyway, but I am glad you're enjoying it. Also, just like I said to Rob Sports Cards, share it with your friends so they can, collectors, to kind of help them keep in touch too with what's going on. Now, the big elephant in the room is actually on the T206 autograph cards. That's a major story that's going on right now. But I'm not going to get into that first. I'm going to get into it in a little bit because I did talk to a few companies about it, and thankfully, because you guys share the videos and are talking about it, they actually know who I am. So that's actually really good, and I'm very proud, and thank you guys for doing that. But the first thing I want to get into really is about the postal rates increasing, because this is going to affect everybody, especially if you're buying on eBay. Whether you're an eBay buyer, you buy through auction houses, or your local hobby shop, these rates are going up. The U.S. Postal Service has filed a notice with the Postal Regulatory Commission of price changes to take effect January 27, 2019. The proposed prices approved by the governors of the Postal Service would raise mailing service product prices approximately 2.5%. Shipping services price increases will vary by product. For example, a Priority Express will increase 3.9%, and Priority Mail will increase 5.9%. Although mailing service price increases are based on the Consumer Price Index, shipping services are primarily adjusted according to the market levels. First class package service, a lightweight expedited service used primarily for business fulfillment, will move to a zone-based pricing to better align with the cost of service and to improve based on distance. Overall rates for first class package service will increase by 11.9%. Zone-based pricing will be added to first class service in 2019. Any package going across country will see a significant rate increase, going up from 43 cents to $1.43. 13-ounce packages in particular are going to rise across all the zones, increasing from 84 cents to $1.43. And heavier items weighing 15 ounces to 15.99 ounces are seeing a smaller price increase. Now, to see all the price increases and what's going on with the post office and all of these crazy prices, go to the USPS website and look at the changes that are coming. Now, something for you basketball collectors out there, Panini has announced that they will be cutting a bunch of the basketball releases. At the Southern Hobby Expo in Nashville, Panini announced it would be eliminating 6 products from the basketball schedule, and they're going to add 1. Gone are going to be Prestige, Essentials, Status, Vanguard, Ascension, and Totally Certified. Added to the list will be Certified, and this is going to be a different product than Totally Certified. That means a roster of basketball releases are going to drop from 27 different ones to 22 to the 2018-2019 collecting year. Panini also said it would increase the number of basketball products in 2019. Now, increasing the quantity of sets, I don't know if that's going to be a good thing. Maybe Panini will lower the prices and it will help all collectors out. But as of now, 6 different products are gone and 1 has been added. Who hasn't dreamed of wandering through an old house or an estate sale and uncovering an entire stack of baseball cards? Well, this is exactly what happened to a guy in Baltimore. In September, an independent contractor, sort of a junk removal crew, was hired to clean out the remaining possessions of a man who had recently passed away. Inside a tightly packed shoebox in a room that served as his office, the contractor made one of those discoveries that we all kind of dream about finding. A box full of 1950s baseball cards, including a 52 Topps mantle. It was a finders keepers type situation, and the cleanout specialist who found this box has been making a nice profit on these cards. The 52 Topps mantle, now encapsulated with a solid 3.5 grade from PSA, was recently sold for $24,250. Now, the rest of his find wasn't that bad either. This shoebox also contained a sharp-looking 1954 Hank Aaron rookie card, graded in SGC 7, which sold for $7,300. An unusual group of 30 1955 Topps blank backs that had been cut without borders from a sheet, as well as other items from the mid-1950s that have been broken into 18 lots and all put up for auction by Huggins and Scott. So you can check Huggins and Scott to see what those are, but that's like a great discovery for someone that's really looking for this. All right, now let's talk about this Net 54 thing that's going on with the fake autograph T206 cards. And I'm going to give you my take on it, but first let me tell you about what went on. Apparently, somebody bought an autograph T206 Rube Marquard card, and it had a LOA from JSA. Now, this person wanted to have the card slabbed, so they sent it into SGC. SGC would not slab the card and came back with a letter saying that the card was possibly a fake autograph. This is what really started the whole thing. There are several people on the forums, which is why I do not go on forums a tremendous amount, that are downplaying SGC, but they're the ones that really started this. Now, SGC does have a few cards that are caught up in this that are slabbed and authenticated, but so does JSA, and so does PSA. Matter of fact, the most expensive one that has been sold yet is in a PSA slab. So let me give you my whole take on this thing in sort of an editorial form. Now, with increasing interest in autograph cards, apparently there has been a forger that has been on the loose signing T206 items and then trying to get them slabbed and certified. This recently came to light in a Net 54 vintage card forum, where one collector posted pictures of a Rube Marquard autograph card that carries a JSA authentication but was rejected by SGC. A member of the forum actually found a smoking gun, a before photograph of that exact Marquard card that carried the fake autograph signature. The unsigned version had sold online just a few weeks earlier, and on Wednesday, more fakes had emerged, including a Frank Baker, fully authenticated and sold at auction for over $24,000 just 1 month ago. Currently, there's a growing list of forgeries being outed by collectors who are finding unsigned matches online, which were sold in the recent past and at least 12 fake signed T206s have been discovered. Do I think that there's going to be a conclusion to this story anytime soon? Absolutely not. And here's why. Now, history tells us that when a particular forger is caught, even if he or she presents a clear list of everything that was forged, additional scrutinies of other autographs are soon to follow. Emphasis so far has been on the T206 set because it's so popular, but I think Gowdy, Playball, and others of that era are going to be checked, and possibly a few more are going to be found. One person may be responsible for several of these particular forgeries, but they're certainly not the only one that has done this. The buyer of the original T206 cards that wound up carrying the fake autographs is from the same area in Ohio where one of the largest autograph scams in eBay history was just recently taken down. In April of 2017, 31-year-old Clifton Penich was sentenced to 6 years in prison when he pled guilty to aggravated theft, engaging in a pattern of corrupt activities, telecommunications fraud, money laundering, forgery, and forfeiture specification. Also sentenced was 30-year-old Daniel Martini, Jason Moore, and Craig McCormick, all from West Farmington, Ohio. Penich's mother, Rosemary, pled guilty for her role in this scam also, and it resulted in the largest fraud case in eBay history, ranging from 2010 to 2015. Now, personally, I don't believe for 1 second that a conviction of the person or persons involved in this is going to mean the end of the forgery business. As long as autographs are worth money and hold value, there will always be forgers out there. Take a look at Operation Bullpen, where currently over 60 people have been indicted from that ring. However, forgers are going to do what they've continued to do all along. They're going to evolve. What I think that means is that they're not going to buy cards that are going to be easily traced through the internet. They're going to go to a different means. Think card shows, estate auctions, and flea markets, finding cards with less of a digital trace behind them. Now, either way, whether the card is slabbed or not slabbed, you need to do your due diligence and come to your own conclusions. Although autograph authenticators from the major companies of JSA, PSA, SGC, and Beckett, they do make mistakes. They're only human, and we need to look at that also. We are buying something based on someone else's opinion. Bing and Google are free to all of us, and we should look at images online before we decide to make a major autograph purchase and come to our own conclusions. I've personally just let cards and autograph memorabilia go by because I did not like the way the autograph looked when compared to other certified autographs on Google and Bing. Will this collecting market rebound? Of course it's going to rebound. It's just going to take some time. As more things come out, it's going to put more pressure on what's already out there. This hobby is very resilient to criminal activity. After the things I had mentioned, it always makes a rebound. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Now, that's my little look on this whole T206 fake autograph scandal. Will more stuff come out? Possibly so. As I said, there's currently 12 that are out, and I think a few more are going to come. As I find out more, I will let you guys know. Now, for another story that I led into at the beginning of this, PSA has announced a new pricing structure, and it's going to cost you a little bit more money. PSA is changing the price structure over several services beginning January 1. Collectors and dealers who submit orders of 50 cards or more for grading and encapsulation, and those who use the company's regular 15-day service, you're not going to see any changes. Those who want faster turnaround times, you're going to notice some really serious price increases. As you can see on the screen, the current price versus the new price. Bulk 100 cards or more, $8, and 50 to 99 cards, $10. It's going to remain unchanged. Regular 15-day service, $20 is going to remain unchanged. The Express 8-day max value card of $1,999 is going from $50 to $75. Super Express 2-day max is going from $125 to $200. Walkthrough 5-day going from $300 to $500. Premium from $900 to $1,000. Premium Plus from $1,500 to $3,000. Premium Elite going to be $5,000, and this is a new service. Now, a complete list of this entire price structure can be found on PSA's website, which is psa.com. And take a look at these new prices. Just remember, all these new prices take effect January 1, 2019. Now, there was a little bit of hobby talk going on CNBC's Squawk Box, where they had Topps General Manager David Lanier on for a brief second about the card market and on the Topps company in general. I did get a copy of that. Here you go.
Today we have a very vibrant physical trading card business, which most people are familiar with.
I want physical still.
Yeah, a lot of collectors are. We have 8 different apps as well, so people can collect and trade cards digitally also. So there's kind of both options, no matter how you want to collect.
You've combined it with a lot of things. There might be a piece of a bat on one of these cards. There might be an actual autograph on one of the cards.
Right. Yeah, that's a big chase.
Jersey.
Yeah, we get game-worn jerseys after games, maybe after some of the World Series games. We cut those jerseys up. We put them into the cards.
Are they really more valuable when you cut them up than if you keep them whole?
Well, I mean, it depends. There's people that, hate to hear that we cut them up, but it's more accessible. It gives you a little piece. It's cheaper than buying the entire game-worn jersey. So, we insert those. We do a lot of autographs. Autographs is a big thing. We contract with, hundreds of athletes across all sports, different celebrity talent as well, and we insert autograph cards as a fun chase.
It's come back recently,
Yes.
but still not to the levels of your heyday, which the heyday was the 80s and 90s.
Late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, we've seen the last 3 years in particular, though, we've seen the industry really pick up. There's been a lot of new innovation. Topps has been leading a lot of that change. We've invested a lot into Topps.com, into our apps, as I mentioned, and we launched a new product called Topps Now, where we make cards based on last night's moments. They're available on Topps.com for 24 hours only. Once you purchase those, you get them in 3 to 5 days, and when the clock expires, we print and it's over.
But isn't the issue about making them collectible and making them worth a lot? So, for example, this box here, there's only 2 cards you get in that box, and it's $125 for the box.
Yeah.
Yes. And what do you get in that box?
So you're guaranteed 2 autograph cards in that box. So
but is there any other cards in the box?
Not in this box. Some don't. There's base cards and then what we call like the hit cards, autographs, and those game-worn cards. So yeah, this box just contains those hits. So if you're a collector that's just into that big hit.
How many autograph cards would you produce though in that group, for example, for the season?
Yeah, I mean, any given product, across the entire season, we'll do millions of autographs across all the different baseball players, from the minor leagues to the major leagues, and across some of our other sport and entertainment.
Who am I guaranteed to get in there? What if am I going to get some guy who's like 3-14 with a 9 ERA? It could be anybody. I don't want him.
You could get Mike Trout to Sandy Koufax to some guy you haven't heard of. So
for 120,
this is the lottery.
That's a lot. I'll take that more than. What happened with the NFL? What'd they tell you? Go fly a kite or something? What happened with them?
We had a 50-year partnership with the NFL, and they chose to go in a different direction.
What direction is that?
With one of our competitors, unfortunately.
They did.
Yeah. So disappointing news for us. We are a long-term partner, but need to make their decisions. And
you're psyched about we got to go, but you're psyched about Dodgers, Red Sox. I am too.
I'm super psyched for the World Series, coast to coast.
Yeah.
Boston, LA. This should be great.
That's good.
Now, I don't know how many out there of you are new to the hobby or not, but there's one thing I can tell you. If you go to Coach's Corner and buy autographed memorabilia, 9 times out of 10 you're buying a fake. A Pennsylvania man who says he spent over $13,000 over a 2-year period purchasing autographed memorabilia through Coach's Corner's auctions says he's learned they're all fake. Paul Wedding contacted the investigative unit at Philadelphia's ABC TV, an affiliate of WPVI, and the station aired this story.
Montgomery County Sports Memorabilia Company is being accused of peddling forgeries. An alleged victim tells Action News investigative reporter Chad Perdelli that he is out thousands of dollars now. Chad Perdelli joins us in the studio with the full story. Chad.
Yeah, Jim, forgeries in the lucrative sports collectible business are a huge problem, and a local company has been accused of selling bogus items for nearly a decade.
I wanted to decorate my office with a couple of jerseys and a couple of helmets, a couple of hockey sticks. It just took off.
Paul Wedding thought he was getting the signatures of sports' greatest stars: Tom Brady, Brett Favre, Sidney Crosby, and the great one, Wayne Gretzky.
I had no reason to believe any of it is real.
Over 2 years, he says he purchased thousands of dollars worth of sports memorabilia on the online auction site Coach's Corner, which permits others to sell merchandise on their site on consignment. But then came the revelation.
Shocking.
A friend and fellow collector wanted to check out his new goods.
He said, listen, I got to tell you something, Paul. This stuff's fake. All of it.
A check online turned up dozens of complaints about the Solderton Company. Wedding turned to Action News, and we took some of his sports collectibles to respected authenticator Kevin Keating with PSA, a company the FBI has used during investigations into the industry. We didn't tell him from whom the items were purchased.
Nope. That's bad.
Peace.
You know, the B's all wrong. The spacing down in here, it's too spread out.
After peace.
Yeah, that's definitely a forgery.
Keating quickly determined, in his opinion, each of the dozen items were fake.
This was very easy for me to do because they were all really bad attempts at the forgeries.
Coach's Corner, which is owned by Scott Malak, claims to be the premier online sports auction. But Action News has learned eBay has banned the company from selling on its site, and we confronted Malak outside of his business.
Can we talk to you?
No, you're not welcome in here yet.
Why can't we talk to you about this?
Have a good day.
A day later, his general manager, Lee Trifle, called me and defended the company, denying fraud. He says Coach's Corner can examine the thousands of pieces that others put up for auction each month, and he estimates 20% of the lower-priced items, under a couple of $100, could be forgeries, and a likely higher percentage for more expensive items. Trifle says, quote, authenticating pieces is a game we can't play, yet the company provides these certificates of authenticity with each item it sells. Keating says they're worthless given Coach's Corner's reputation.
We see a lot of stuff that gets the same results when we authenticate it that's been sold through Coach's Corner, which is unfortunate.
And Wedding says when he approached Coach's Corner about the alleged fakes, an employee told him the 30-day return period had expired. Coach's Corner says it's one of the only auction sites that offers such a refund, but we found that not to be true. Jim?
Thank you, Chad. Interesting.
You know, I feel sorry for this guy. And all he had to do was call his friend that was into the hobby already, and he could have told him, you know, save your money, you can get authentic. But we as collectors are sometimes called a little bit crazy or obsessed, but Greg Morelli has gone to a whole new level with his Barry Bonds collection. Here is Bob Bertrand and Ivan Lovejoy to tell you a little more about this.
That's exciting. Rob, collectors have been called many words over the years. Some crazy, insane, fanatical, OCD, or just a focused collector. Well, meet Greg Morelli. Over the past 5 years, Greg has amassed, count 'em, 5,000 1986 Topps traded Barry Bonds rookie cards. 5K. Morelli told Forbes that he has spent $120,000 on his cards, $50,000 on grading, and $20,000 on shipping. There have been 18,475 of these cards submitted to Beckett Grading Services, according to population reports. Morelli owns 302 of the 1957 that are graded 9.5, and he owns 12,000 of the 4,449 graded 9. It's a lot of numbers. In that same Forbes article, it says, if you want a piece of the action, you may be too late. Morelli was quoted as saying that there are no cases for sale. I have cleaned them up. In the last 5 years, I started buying all the cases that I could. Every dealer knows me. I stopped once I couldn't buy anymore. Once there were no more to be found, in other words. To be precise, he has acquired 70 cases, each containing 100 complete box sets of 1986 Topps traded, because remember, that was a box set not a pack product. And he has cleaned out eBay. So, what is Greg going to do with all of them? He plans on decorating the interior of his house with them. We ask again. Crazy? Insane? Fanatical? OCD? Or just a focused collector? We'll let you decide.
Well, the last thing I'm going to get into before I talk about a few of the new releases that are coming out, and it's not that many. I'm really going to rush through that real quickly. But for me, the votes are in and on some of the worst for 2018. And they're all tallied up. And the worst autograph card for 2018, it's going to NBA player Moritz Wagner of the LA Lakers. Come on, dude. You can take a little time. That's horrible that you even did that. But not to be outdone, the award for the ugliest card of the year goes to 2018 Topps Gallery and Austin Hayes. And just take a look at this card. This is horrendous. If you guys know of any ugly cards, just, you can put it on your channel or comment down below and we'll take a look and see what it is. And when I do the December one, I'll include a couple of those cards in there. But I think these two are going to get it for the worst autograph and at Topps Gallery. Topps should have just left that one out of the whole thing and just put another player in. Done with the fun, so let's get into a few of the new releases that are coming out. First is 2018 Bowman Draft Baseball. Originally scheduled to be released December 5th, it has been delayed. Topps has announced that this product has been delayed indefinitely. So you don't know really when this is going to be released or what time it's going to be released. 2018 Panini Obsidian Football. Another new football product? Yes, it is. Each box of Obsidian will contain one pack of 7 cards printed on Optichrome stock with a dark color scheme. On average, each pack will have 4 autographs of memorabilia cards, 2 base parallels, and 1 base card. Panini says all cards will be numbered to 100 or less, and boxes are going to sell for $150. December 7th, the delayed release of Topps Dynasty is going to return with 1 autograph and 1 relic card inside a protective case. Prices are going to run $350 to $400 a box. Inside you will find patch autographs, pieces of game event used, baseballs, and cut signatures of former greats. On this day, autograph patches will include memorabilia pieces from a particular day when a featured player had an outstanding performance. Each will carry an MLB authentication hologram other than the signature cuts. Autographs will be on card and will be numbered to 10 or less. December 12th, Panini Elite Extra Edition Baseball. This annual product is going to be released and it's probably going to be the best bang for your buck if you're all about autographs. There are 5 packs per box, 5 cards per pack, and with no MLB license, you won't see anybody wearing anything aside from a few minor league uniforms. But you will get 8 autos, 2 memorabilia cards, 5 parallels in 1 box for under $100. Base cards are going to be numbered to 99 or less. Elite also carries autographs of Dominican Prospect League players and 2018 USA Baseball Collegiate National Team members. This year, our dual silhouette, which features 1 top prospect and 2 oversized memorabilia swatches. 2018 Panini Playbook Football is being released on December 12th. Playbook is an all-new hits product with a single pack per box with 4 autographs or memorabilia cards per pack. One of them will be a booklet card. 3 out of every 4 boxes will deliver an on-card rookie playbook, jersey autograph, subsequently numbered to 125 or less. Look for the return of jersey booklets in Armory, Game of Inches, and Red Zone. All printed on acetate. Nexus and Vault are the new trifold booklet cards. Boxes are going to be running about $150 per box. Well, that's it, guys. That's it for Around the Hobby for this episode. I hope everybody kind of agrees with me on the Net 54 thing that's going on. I can't really blame one company because it's affecting everybody. And the market's going to be soft for a little while. But I brought you up to date on stuff that's going on. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. And I will be back before Christmas, even if it's not much to even talk about. So you guys take it easy, stay blessed. Maybe I can get some stuff in here to kill this echo. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.
A baseball legend. A San Francisco icon. Willie Stretch McCovey embodied what it means to be a giant. In the summer of '59, San Francisco fell in love with the smooth swing and the quiet confidence of a first baseman from Alabama. He went 4 for 4 at Seals Stadium in his major league debut. 51 games later, McCovey was named the National League Rookie of the Year. He soon became a threat at the plate and in the field, appearing in 6 All-Star games and breaking the National League record for Grand Slams with 18.
Now the 2-2 pitch to McCovey. Drive to deep left field. Back goes Crawford. Still going back. It's gone! A Grand Slam home run!
In 1969, McCovey was named National League MVP.
Most knowledgeable baseball men consider Willie the most feared hitter in the game.
After the 1980 season, McCovey finished his 22-year career, having spent 19 of them in a Giants uniform. In his first year on the ballot, McCovey was enshrined in Cooperstown. Willie Mack was the most feared left-handed hitter of his generation. But he will also be remembered as the ultimate teammate, a man who epitomized true leadership and competitive spirit.
Swung on and hit in the alley in right center field. McCovey with a double, and the Giants have won it. The congratulations are all for McCovey. The Giants are mobbing Willie Mack.
After his playing days were over, McCovey continued to serve as an advisor to the Giants and dedicated himself to helping the greater community. Today, Willie McCovey's impact on the organization and the city is undeniable. From the Cove bearing his name to the annual Willie Mack Award, his legacy lives on in Giants tradition.
I'm happy to stand here at the end of a long and successful career. And if there is a second life, I'd like to come back as a Major League Baseball player.
He will be forever Giant.